Do you play a lot of video games?
Not as much anymore. I used to play a lot.
Yeah. What's like your favorite games to play?
I was really into the Souls games. I got Elden Ring, and I played it for a month straight. Like,
Yeah.
it was like the only thing I did for a month, and I was like, I'm spending way too much time doing this. I need to stop, so I stopped. But yeah, that's mainly what I played. I like roguelike games, like where you can just kind of
Bop around.
yeah, where it's like different every time.
Yeah.
and you're like
Okay.
Risk of Rain was a big one for me.
I actually just
Also
found
one.
out about that
Yeah.
series.
Have you played it?
No. Is it good?
So much fun.
Yeah.
The first one was one of my favorite games for a long time, and then the second one, because the first one's like a 2D platformer,
Yeah.
and then the second one's 3D, so you're like actually the little guy that's in this
Oh,
world.
that's
It's
cool.
so fucking fun.
Yeah, I've never played that game, but I literally just heard about it this week. That's so funny.
From who? Or did you see it on TikTok?
I saw it on TikTok. I was like, what is this? It looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so active on TikTok.
I try to be.
I like it.
I like talking to people.
I
think I like talking. I
Yeah.
think that's it.
I see your videos constantly.
Do you?
Yeah. I try to like them and copy the link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for you.
Oh, thank you.
As opposed to like give it more visibility or whatever.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't do TikTok for a long time. I like did it really heavy, and then I stopped, and now I'm trying to get back into it. So I do it a couple times a week.
I heard
Yeah.
you get into fights.
Who told you?
You.
Oh yeah, I do. I try not to argue on the internet with strange people. I don't know, stranger danger, but like, but recently,
Says the 23-year-old man.
you never know. But sometimes people just start stupid. I never get into fights on TikTok. It's always like Instagram threads, which is even worse.
It is that's more of a fighting format.
It really is. Everyone's like vicious on there. They're
Yeah.
ready to fight.
Everyone on TikTok's like pretty accepting and friendly.
Yeah.
In my experience.
Maybe it's just like I follow people who like the things I like, so
Yeah.
there's like no fighting, but
You've just echo chambered yourself into hearing what you want to hear.
I did, and I'm happy I did. If I was fighting people on TikTok, I would not have as many followers
Yeah.
as I do.
You never know, maybe.
Maybe I'd have more.
Yeah.
Should I be
You should be more
a figure of
aggressive.
controversy?
Should be like Superman sucks and this is why, and then list
Yeah.
all of his best
Yeah.
qualities.
But I'll just be lying. Oh, list his best qualities?
Well, yeah, as
Oh.
reasons why he sucks.
Oh, but I'd have to come up with things.
No, because he already sucks and he doesn't have good
No.
qualities.
What?
So you're like rage baiting. So you're like Superman
Oh,
sucks
oh.
because he's a good guy, and then people are like,
I get
"Fuck
it.
you, he's not a." Or yeah,
Yeah.
they'd be like arguing with you because they think he is a good guy.
I'm not one for rage baiting. Yeah,
you don't like rage baiting, really?
I don't particularly.
You fucking rage bait me every day.
That's different. I know you. I've known you for years.
You also don't. You're like the friendliest person I've ever met.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? But I don't know. Some people just have opinions that I don't like. And I know you're entitled to your opinion, but sometimes you need to know you're wrong.
Yeah, sometimes opinions are wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I try and keep it civil. Especially on TikTok. I treat everybody with like the most respect.
Yeah.
And on Instagram threads, I'm like, nothing but savages on this platform.
They're all garbage.
And Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. You go on Twitter?
Not
I
often.
think we talked about this, but
Yeah, I'm not a tweeter. I don't often go on there. Have you ever played BioShock?
no, you've asked me this before.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Man, you should. It's epic.
You've told me that it's epic.
It's an underwater city.
I have a hard time with story games because
Really?
I have a hard time following a plot because I'm so
Stupid?
yes. Yeah.
I got it. See, I used to be like you.
Okay. Jesus. Yeah, I used to be a dumb fucking
No, I just I mean, like, I used to like games where I could just bop around and like free roam.
Yeah.
You know, but now I like a story-driven game.
But like those,
I don't have all this
yeah.
time to play Elden Ring.
See, that's yeah.
I
that's
did play
fair.
Elden Ring though, very little.
Oh, so you're a liar.
No, I
so
played Elden Ring for like 3 days, and I was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I can't get sucked into this.
It is very addicting.
Yeah. See, I'm not someone who likes games that punish me. You know, like,
Really,
no.
you don't like a challenge?
I like a challenge, but when I start wanting to rip my hair out and like jump off a bridge, I need to take a minute and see if it's worth it.
I think Elden Ring is the least of the Souls games to do that for me.
Really?
Like Dark Souls 3 really got to me.
What about Bloodborne?
Bloodborne? Don't even get me started.
I played Bloodborne.
I got to the first boss, couldn't beat it for like 4 days straight, and then deleted the game.
Bloodborne.
And
that was my first.
That was the
introduction
moment
to
where it's
those
like,
games.
I'm just bad. I'm just bad at video games. I can't do it.
I don't like games that make me feel bad about my lack of expertise
But
at
then
video
you
games.
finally beat them, and it makes you feel good.
I know, but at that point, I might as well just get a game that I like and put it on hard.
True,
difficulty,
sure.
You know?
Can you do that though for like most story games?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah,
a lot
right.
of story games they'll do
They'll
like
give
hard
you like
or
story. Like you could do it just for the story, or you could do it
Yeah.
for the gameplay.
yeah, like Doom. Doom is a game. Have you ever played any Dooms?
Oh yeah,
Dude.
I played Doom Eternal mostly.
Doom Eternal is fun.
It's a good
dude.
time. The music goes crazy.
Oh, it goes so good. Have you played the newest one?
No.
The Dark Ages?
No.
Me neither.
Is it? Oh, I was gonna ask you if it's fun.
It looks great.
It looks
I
cool.
really want to play it. I hope it also has great music. It probably will.
I feel like Doom is one of those games too, though. It's like
Doom is
when
a
you play it
challenging
on
game.
expert or whatever the hardest, it is hard.
Yeah.
No, leave your ringer on, Vinny.
Sorry, I don't even know where my phone is.
I was gonna ask you, do you know if there's any good like Superman games? I feel like there should be.
They made a Superman game in 2006 or 2007 for the Superman Returns film.
So there's no good ones.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. That game was horrible. I remember playing that on the PlayStation 2. Oh God.
Yeah.
But like at the time, it was like, for now, this is the only Superman game, and then till today, there's no other Superman. They just never did it.
I mean, I guess you have like Injustice, which is kind of
Yeah, and
but even still, it's like you don't get to be Superman flying around.
Yeah,
which is kind of what I want.
And they did the Suicide Squad versus Kills the Justice League game, but you don't get to play as any of them.
Oh,
you're the Suicide Squad.
Is it?
It's like Fortnite.
Really?
It's like pay to play.
That's the thing too, though. In Fortnite, you get to be Superman.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fortnite, honestly,
it's like the only game you get to be Superman now.
Or the Lego games, Lego Batman 2.
True. Yeah,
That's what I used to play when I
Yeah.
wanted to play a Superman game. I just fly around
That's
and
a good point.
shoot lasers.
That was a good game.
It was a good game.
I loved all the different suits.
Me too.
It's very creative.
Yeah, those Lego games were always fun. We played one.
Yeah,
Played Lego Batman, the first game. It was a lot of fun.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Man, but there's no like Superman or what would be a similar game, Iron Man. You know?
They made an Iron Man. They made 2 Iron Man games for the movies.
Really?
Iron Man and Iron Man 2.
Are they good? Did you play them?
No.
Okay.
They don't look very good.
Yeah.
They were like early PS3 or late PS2 games.
I guess it's hard to have like a Superman game because you're gonna give him a health bar.
I know,
and he's
right?
gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's what I don't know. People always say like it's uninteresting that Superman's like invulnerable, which
It is stupid.
well, sure,
It's
yeah.
stupid and it's dumb. And everyone who likes it is also stupid. Comment about that.
I see. The thing is, like Superman, when he was first created, or before Crisis on Infinite Earths, Superman was like a mythical character. Like,
Oh, I just watched that.
What?
The animated movies.
all
for
of them.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh, are they good?
Oh, you haven't seen them?
I only saw the first one.
I saw the first one and then I fell asleep during the second one. So the
Yeah.
first one was decent.
Yeah, I saw like clips
Yeah.
from them, like the Batman the Animated Series clip and some other ones.
There's some cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's like all about Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he die?
He gets very old.
Yeah. Like
I
at
think
the
he
end.
does die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens in the book.
It's crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
But not like that crazy. You know?
You thought it'd be crazier?
I don't know.
It's like reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I don't really totally remember when we talked about Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Yeah.
but I don't
Long
remember
time ago.
like anything that happened in it. So it was a new experience for me.
Yeah, me
unless
neither.
it's totally different than the books.
Yeah. There's elements from the books, but they do a lot of different
Yeah.
stuff in it. I also don't remember a lot from the books. I've read it like 12 times. That book is so dense that there's too much to remember, so my brain just pushes it all out. Except for the Flash dying
There's
and Supergirl dying.
so many time jumps in the first movie, at least, that it's
Yeah.
like kind of hard to keep track of what's actually
It's
going
jumping
on.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Splitting it into 3 movies was probably a good
There's
idea.
3?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought there was 2.
There's another one.
Oh, that means I have to rewatch the second one and the third one.
Got a lot. Let's watch them together.
Okay. Well, welcome to this episode of the Off the Shelf podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Vinny.
This is the book club podcast where we take books off of Vinny's shelf and talk about them. And today, Vinny's been hiding a book from me. He doesn't want me to see it.
Oh, that's right. I am so excited to talk about this book because I recently got an omnibus, the DC versus Marvel omnibus.
Oh, shit.
Today we are going to talk about a crazy crossover. Now, we have done Batman Spawn in the past. That was like our first crossover.
Uh-huh.
And today, now, I could have done Superman Fantastic Four because that's like pretty topical right now.
Really? That would have been so topical.
I know, but I said no.
Those are
I did not want to do.
2 movies. Vinny.
I know. I did not want to do that because we already did like
Fair, yeah.
you know. And by the time this episode would come out, those movies have been long gone. So I decided.
It's coming out in 10 billion years.
Yeah. So I decided not to do Superman Fantastic Four, but the 2 characters that cross over are both going to be in their respective movies. So we are going to talk about Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, Unholy Alliances.
Oh, it's not this.
Not the whole thing, no. We're talking about one specific
Okay.
one. We don't
All
have
right.
days.
Well, I didn't know if this was like one thing or if what this was even.
Well, so I'll let you look through it.
Okay.
Don't lose the bookmark placing because that's where our story is.
Your bookmark will be lost in space.
It probably will. But the whole conceit behind DC and Marvel crossing over is straight up just because fans want it. You know, it's just, believe it or not, Marvel and DC crossed over. The first one, this Spider-Man Superman one that you're looking at right now, I believe
Did
was
they put
in the
them
70s.
together just because they have similar colors?
Maybe they're the most popular.
Fair, yeah.
But then they also did Batman vs. the Hulk, which is a crazy second book.
Okay.
But those came out during the 70s.
But like, what is Doc Ock gonna do against Superman?
I know, right? But what does Lex Luthor do against Superman?
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So they released crossovers in the 70s, and then I believe in the 80s, and then again in the 90s. Now the Silver Surfer Green Lantern issue we're going to talk about is only 50 pages, and it came out during the 90s. Now the real reason, okay, I wanted to do a Green Lantern episode, and I was going to do Green Lantern Rebirth by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver because it's just a good book. It is a celebrated, monumental. It's the return of Hal Jordan to being a Green Lantern. Previously, we've talked about the downfall of Hal Jordan when the cyborg Superman, I believe he teams up with Mongol and destroyed Coast City. Hal Jordan goes crazy, kills all the Green Lanterns, becomes Parallax. We talked about that in a very old episode we did. And we probably touched up on the Green Lantern that came out of that story, Kyle
Yes.
Rayner.
Yeah.
Kyle Rayner was the Green Lantern of the 90s.
The first one not allergic to yellow.
The first one not allergic to yellow, and he was the only Green Lantern at that time. There was no more Green Lantern Corps. There was no more Guardians of the Universe. There was no more Oa. It was just him, and he had to figure it all out. And he is the Green Lantern that we're going to talk about today. And so I want to talk about Green Lantern Rebirth, which is a great story that involves all the Green Lanterns, Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, all of them are in it. But I really also wanted to talk about just Kyle Rayner. And Kyle Rayner has a long-running series as well that I recently reread. They made a compendium of it. I sat down and read it. It's so much fun. I love Kyle Rayner as a character. He's the Green Lantern who was in the JLA by Grant Morrison. Mm-hmm. He was the Green Lantern of that time.
Yeah.
And his series it's just a fun series. You know, I mean, he immediately is thrust into being a Green Lantern against his will. Ganthet shows up. He's like, "You boy of Earth, you will be the Green Lantern." And he's like, "What? What is that?" He's like, "I'm leaving." That's it. He has to become the Green Lantern. He makes it up as he goes. And you meet him. He is a young, probably early 20s, young artist. And he has a girlfriend named Alex. And immediately they're like, we got to have some character development for this guy. So they kill his girlfriend. This character named Major Force kills his girlfriend, stuffs
Major
her body.
Force?
Yeah.
They called him Major
His
Force?
name's Major. He's like a major asshole. I don't know.
Okay.
He's Major Force. He kills his girlfriend, Alex, stuffs her body in a fridge. Horrible.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. Horrible. And looking back on it, it's so crazy because, like, obviously you need to develop your characters. You need to give them some kind of trauma, right? For characters like Batman, like, he starts out with that trauma, you know, the death of his parents. But it was like 40 years until, like, Death in the Family when they killed Robin. Or Killing Joke when they crippled Batgirl. Like, 40 years to add more trauma to Batman. 4 issues to add some trauma to fucking Kyle Rayner. Poor kid, dude. Rereading it, I was like, this is sad.
Yeah.
You just feel bad.
They just throw him down the stairs.
They just ruin his life immediately.
Can I say, I think it's really funny how in these older issues, and I haven't looked too far, but it's like a huge deal that these characters are crossing over.
Yeah.
And with knowledge of, like, more modern comics, it's easy for me to be like, well, yeah, but, like, Superman or Spider-Man and Hulk are in the same universe, so of course they're going to be in the same city.
Yeah.
But here it's like, oh, it's like a huge deal that they're all together. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But this was, like, obviously I wasn't around in the 70s, so I wasn't there to witness the first crossover between Spider-Man and Superman. But they did this for a long time. From, like, well, not a long time. They did Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, and Hulk in the 70s, and then they did you're looking at the Teen Titans versus the X-Men. And then in the 90s they did a whole bunch of them, including the one we're going to talk about today. Now, the Green Lantern Silver Surfer is so interesting because it requires nothing but context for Green Lantern and practically nothing at all for Silver Surfer.
Really?
Like, all you need to know, he's silver, he has a surfboard. They fill in the gaps.
Which comes in his name.
Yeah. If you know his name, you got it.
Okay.
And I kind of love that because also it's written by Ron Mars and art by Daryl Banks, so Ron Mars, he was currently doing Green Lantern over at DC, and Daryl Banks was the current artist on Green Lantern, but Ron Mars also wrote Silver Surfer. And you could look through it. So Ron Mars is perfect for this crossover. He has all the knowledge. He created Kyle Rayner, and he wrote, in my opinion, my favorite Silver Surfer run. So he knows exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And how to do it with these characters. And so, like I said, you need nothing but context for where Green Lantern is, and it's pretty much what I just filled you in on.
Uh-huh.
You know, it becomes Green Lantern, girlfriend in the fridge. He has to learn as he goes. Hal Jordan is a constant threat throughout. And Kyle is like, okay, I need to always be on alert for Parallax. And man, the era for Hal Jordan being evil is so weird, because it's kind of like when Scarlet Witch went evil during like Avengers Disassembled. Just that idea of like, you know, hero going rogue. But man, Green Lantern, I don't know, I guess Hal Jordan just doesn't seem like the type to do that.
Well, he's possessed by a space demon.
Yeah,
so.
that came later. That came.
Oh, really?
That was retconned in the book that I was gonna do today, Green Lantern Rebirth. At this time, he was just nuts. He was so distraught by the death of his city, rightfully so. He was so distraught by the death of his city, he just went crazy. He just snapped, and he's constantly possessed by the idea of bringing back everyone that died, or finding a way for that to come back. And of course, that's the plot of this story. Now,
I feel like this is such a genius combo. Mm-hmm. And it seems like you like this story a lot. So
I do. It is a genius combo.
But just to have like, because in my head, the Green Lantern and Silver Surfer are very similar characters.
They're always roaming around space.
They're always roaming around space. Yep.
It is a great combo, and it's written by a guy who knows both characters through and through. And it gets right to the point. It doesn't waste too much time. And it's not very long. You know, you read it, you get in it, you get out of it, and it's a fun time. You know? So the book begins with Cyborg Superman, who now dubs himself the Cyborg. Not Cyborg like the Teen Titans,
but the cyborg, of course, yeah.
And he apparently like obliterated this planet.
Okay.
He's obsessed with like turning planets into war worlds.
So what's his deal? He's like Superman or from another dimension? Or
have we talked about Cyborg Superman?
Maybe in passing, but I don't remember.
Well, so in The Death of Superman, I feel like every story we
did talk about this. Yes.
During The Death of Superman, there were 4 characters that took up the mantle of Superman.
And one of them was his dead body as a robot,
yeah,
right?
Well, one of them was this guy named Hank Henshaw,
okay.
who is Cyborg Superman.
I see.
He just looks like Superman, but a robot.
Oh, I thought it was like his dead body.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something else.
But he looks identical to Clark Kent. And he eventually teams up with Mongol. And Mongol is this, like, you know Mongol from that story, Superman, whatever. No. For the Man Who Has Everything.
Yes.
He has the Black Mercy plant.
Uh-huh.
That big yellow guy. Mongol's obsessed, or he has this planet called Warworld. That's a character called Terrax.
Oh, okay.
Warworld is just like a gladiator planet. But I guess Cyborg Superman, during the reign of the Superman or the return of Superman, he has his own machinations that he's interested in.
Sure.
You know, and it involves Warworld. So he destroys a planet in this to make a new Warworld. And immediately Silver Surfer's like, hey, cut that out. They fight, and then Parallax shows up. And Parallax, of course, hates Cyborg Superman, because Cyborg Superman was involved with the death of his whole city.
Of course, yeah.
Cyborg Superman fucks off. He just escapes, and Silver Surfer and Parallax, or Hal Jordan, meet. And Parallax is immediately they strike up this friendship or this kinship with each other, where Parallax is like, I'm from Earth, my city was obliterated, and every day I try and repent for my sins. And Silver Surfer's like, oh man, my whole planet was obliterated, and Galactus took hold of me, and I was his herald, and I have a lot to repent for as well. So they strike up this bond with each other, and they decide to like pal around the universe with each other for a little bit. Well, Parallax is like, you're powerful, I'm powerful. If we combine powers, then we could bring life to destroyed planets. And perhaps we could bring back your planet and bring back my destroyed city.
Yeah.
So they like fuse powers together. Or like Silver Surfer gives Parallax a little of the power cosmic. So
okay. It's crazy that he chooses to team up with him instead of becoming like his herald. He seems
that's
like
true.
Yeah.
I guess Silver Surfer's like done with that. He's like, I'm not gonna be anyone's herald anymore, but I will hang out with
his
this
own herald.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I will hang out with this green guy though. So Parallax gets some of Silver Surfer's power, so now he's extra powerful, and Silver Surfer's a little depleted in power. And they decide to go around the universe and, hang out and try and rebuild planets. Meanwhile, Kyle Rayner, so he's a struggling artist. He's living in New York currently. He has no girlfriend. But so Kyle Rayner was, for a little bit, he was on the new Teen Titans.
Okay. Is he a teen? I thought
no,
he was.
he's a 20-year-old man.
Okay.
But so are the Titans at the
Sure,
time.
yeah.
It's not like Robin and Beast Boy. It's Arsenal and Donna Troy. I feel like every time I see Kyle Rayner in the Teen Titans book or Teen Titans in his book, he's always on monitor duty. He's never even like in the battle. He just watches over the surveillance cameras.
Okay.
It's so lame. But he's an artist. He's in New York. His landlord is the owner of a coffee shop. So I think
does he like want the power, or does he just want to be an artist?
Well, he wants to be an artist, but he enjoys it because the Green Lantern ring it's the most powerful device in the universe that runs on creativity and imagination.
Yes.
And that's something I love about Kyle Rayner.
Of creation.
Like, you get this artist who has nothing but creativity and the most powerful weapon that runs on creativity. There's no reason Kyle Rayner needs to make a construct of a knight in shining armor riding a horse with a javelin, but it just looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
It just looks cool. And I think it's just a way for the writer and artist to have more fun with the Green Lantern character. And it definitely is more fun. It's more enjoyable to read and look at.
Yeah, at least visually. Yeah.
Well, so he's currently working on a new sign for his landlord's coffee shop. And there's an explosion outside, and we meet Terrax. Now, do you know Terrax?
It sounds familiar.
I feel like we talked about him before, but Terrax was, I believe, the second herald of Galactus after Silver Surfer left.
Was that before or after Howard the Duck?
Before.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, really?
No, I'm pretty sure before. Yeah, way before.
I thought
Howard the
was
Duck.
early.
Howard the Duck. That was kind of a recent thing of him becoming the herald.
All right, but he's like ultra powerful.
He's ultra powerful, and for some reason, he's in the DC universe now. And for some reason, Silver Surfer is also in the DC universe.
And Thanos.
And Thanos is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Green Lantern and Terrax fight for a minute, and then Terrax is destroyed by Thanos. I feel like we haven't really talked about Thanos a lot, except for in anything Jonathan Hickman related.
Yeah.
Tell me everything you know about Thanos.
Oh, Thanos is a big purple guy from space, and he has some big ideas about how the world should work, I think.
Sure.
And he wants to be a god usually, or at least have that level of power.
Yeah.
And he usually is very powerful. Like I think he always beats the Hulk in a fight or something. Is that true?
Sure.
Oh, it's not true?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Dr. Doom rips his spine out.
That's
so
true.
He can't be that strong.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have the gauntlet at that time.
That's Well,
Nor-
he didn't need it.
He didn't need it. Nor does he have the gauntlet in this.
Yeah.
So in
But does he usually just like have the gauntlet?
No, he always tries to get it though.
Right. Okay.
He's like obsessed with the fucking Infinity Stones or gems. The
right.
Infinity Gems.
Yes, yeah.
So Thanos in the comics is very different from the movie. In the movie, he's obsessed with balancing the universe, and he wants the stones to erase half of the population to, make it more balanced or whatever. Not at all in the comics. Thanos is obsessed with death, the living embodiment of death.
Okay.
He is in love with her.
Oh, yes, we
And
have talked
he
about this.
constantly is doing anything to please
her
her,
attention.
to get her attention.
Yeah.
So when he gets the Infinity Gems, it's all about like, I will kill half of the population for a kiss. Like it's so he's like the ultimate simp. It's so funny. But this, I believe this came out in 1995. The Infinity Gauntlet storyline was 1991. So he's gotten the gauntlet. He's gone through all that shit. He is still in love with death. He is still trying to get with her.
So I didn't know fully about that. When he gets the gauntlet, does he actually kill half the universe?
Yes. So he kills half the universe, and Death is still not pleased.
Really? She doesn't show up?
No, she does, but she doesn't talk to him. Like, she ignores him. It's like he makes a throne out of bones and like a mausoleum of like more bones and shit, and she's just unimpressed.
And so what? He doesn't like go further and kill 61% or like
No.
80%?
Well, that's his plan in this book.
Okay.
So Thanos shows up and he defeats Terrax, and Thanos is like, "Oh, you're the Green Lantern." Green Lantern's like, "You look like I shouldn't trust you." And Thanos and him start chatting.
Because he's purple?
Because he's purple and he looks like a villain. So they start talking, and Thanos says that he needs Green Lantern's help to defeat Hal Jordan. And immediately Kylo Ren is like, Hal Jordan? Oh no, he's involved? So Thanos and Kylo Rayner team up. And so Thanos takes Kyle to Oa, the Green Lantern homeworld that Hal Jordan fucking destroyed.
Uh-huh.
And when Oa was destroyed, they explained that for some reason, I guess because it's like Oa is at the center of the universe, and it harnesses like the most powerful creatures.
Sure.
So when it was destroyed, it created this like multiversal rift. And that's how Thanos and Silver Surfer got into the DC universe.
Okay, I was going to ask you if they explained
sometimes some of these crossovers, they don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go with it.
Superman's in New York now.
Exactly.
Yes.
And sometimes they do explain it. Thanos and Silver Surfer got over here because of the rift. And Thanos takes Kyle to Oa, and we see that Thanos created like a little doodad, a little silly machine that is supposed to harness the power of the Green Lantern ring.
Okay.
And fucking Kyle is like, "You're sure you're not tricking me, right?" And Thanos is like, No. I'm good for it, buddy. Listen, you can trust me. Just get in this machine that's going to lock around you.
This machine that suspiciously holds your ring finger down.
And then it of course, Thanos betrays him. And I love Kyle because he's like, "What? All this time? You've betrayed me." It's like, it's been 20 minutes. What do you mean all this time? Like, you should have listened to your gut, Kyle. He looks evil. He might be evil.
All of his speech bubbles are surrounded in red.
Exactly. And so Thanos starts harnessing the power of the Green Lantern ring.
Uh-huh.
And because of this, Parallax and Silver Surfer, they both have like cosmic awareness. So they hear the disturbance and they converge on Oa, and then we get a huge fight. And this is what you want to see, baby. We got Thanos versus Parallax, Kyle Rayner versus Silver Surfer. And for what it is, I think it's fucking cool. I love Daryl Banks' art, and I feel like his art isn't any more flashy or dynamic than anybody else working at the time. And maybe it's the colors that make it really pop for me. But his whole run on Green Lantern, it's just visually pleasing to me.
Yeah.
It's a great looking series.
All the pages are very full. He doesn't leave any space.
No, and maybe that's because they only had like 50 pages to do this. But it never feels like they're cramming too much into the story or that they're leaving anything out. You get to see Silver Surfer and Green Lantern punch each other and fight. And it's awesome. You get to see fun, silly constructs that Kyle Rayner's making. You see, so Parallax, he recreates Coast City. And then at the same time, Thanos is like, fuck you! And he starts destroying the city that Parallax is in the middle of creating.
Okay.
It's so funny. They fight. And it's just cool. That's exactly what these crossovers were.
Yeah.
Just cool. And money.
I mean, you don't really want it to be more than it.
Yeah.
Than that, right? Like, you're not looking for an in-depth fucking 8-year-long story of Silver Surfer and Green Lantern. You just want to see them fight a couple times.
100%.
Have their run.
And you want it to look good.
Yes.
And it does.
Yeah.
And, it's so interesting because this is like in the middle of Kyle Rayner's main ongoing series. It's like in between issues, Kyle Rayner just has this adventure.
Is it in canon?
It is 100% in canon for Green Lantern continuity, but they never ever mention it ever again. But like,
they probably can't.
They definitely can't, but it easily just fits in between issues, And since Kylo Rayner's still like new with the Green Lantern ring, but he's mastered it pretty well. But in this story, he learns like there is so much more to the extent of power that comes with the ring. Like it is one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. And when when Parallax and Thanos start fighting, Green Lantern uses his ring to absorb all this fucking cosmic energy that's going to destroy fucking everything, and he's able to harness all the energy in the ring. And he's like, man, this fucking hurts. But this ring is so powerful. And Silver Surfer is like, dude, let me absorb all the power. Like, you're human, but I can take it.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking at right now, where you see Silver Surfer absorb all this energy. And he gets like all big and it looks like he might explode. But, Silver Surfer is super powerful. So he absorbs it, he suppresses it. And then fucking Thanos and Silver Surfer go back into the rift.
And Green Lantern makes him a couple of green babes.
Does he really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Let me see.
He makes two women in swimsuits and then he says, well, I feel recharged.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
It's fucking silly.
That's awesome. But yeah, it's such a simple crossover, but I think that's why it works so well. And then Green Lantern and Silver Surfer, they barely have a moment to like hang out.
Silver Surfer's just like, wow, that Hal Jordan was a real prick, and then he flies off into space.
Straight up. Yeah. That's straight up what it is. And maybe that's all it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's just a fun crossover between these characters. And like, I really wanted what?
So, but do they conclude at all, like, returning to their own universes, or is that not important?
It's not really important. You see Kyle go back to his house, to his apartment, and he's like, man, what a weird fucking day.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
And I guess it's maybe just supposed to fit back into continuity, or like in between whatever issues were coming out at the time. And Silver Surfer is just a wanderer of the galaxy.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, it seems like he's with a few different people.
Yeah. But the ending does set up the JLA Avengers crossover that is not in this omnibus. They made a whole nother omnibus for that because like it's crazy. The Avengers and the Justice League fight, and then you're looking at that right there.
Mm-hmm.
The characters fuse together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's called the Amalgam Universe. So you got like Dark Claw.
Amalgam Age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Claw, who's like Wolverine and Wolverine and Batman, and
Okay.
it's wacky.
Is that Superman and
Captain America? Yep.
Okay. That seems really lame and cool.
Yeah, and I think like if you're gonna
Have you read it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I wanted to get the next omnibus, but it's sold out and like out of print already. People jumped on it.
Oh,
this one,
it's recent.
well, I think
The omnibus. I mean,
I'm not sure how recently it was printed. Hopefully they do a reprint soon. This went into print a couple times, this omnibus.
yeah.
And people kept buying it up. So when I saw it, I was like, I gotta get it.
That's crazy that these comics are so popular that they haven't done anything, any movie or
I know,
TV show with a crossover.
But, so I do have a little ulterior motive with this episode.
Uh-huh.
Recently, or maybe not recently to when this episode comes out, but to when we're recording it, Marvel and DC are partnering up again to make new crossovers with each other.
Okay.
For the first time in like 20-something years. And they announced...
Is it Wizard of Oz?
You know, that's so funny that you mentioned that. That was... The Wizard of Oz, the Treasury Edition Wizard of Oz comic book was the first co-printing of Marvel and DC together.
Yeah.
Why the Wizard of Oz? I have no fucking idea.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
But it's not that, right?
No. Okay. They announced the characters that are crossing over. And so it looks like it's going to be, so far, one main book with like 2 backup stories in it.
Okay.
The main story, I wouldn't put these 2 characters together. It's Batman and Deadpool. Whatever. I feel like the only reason to do that is so we could see Batman viciously murder Deadpool without like regret.
Yeah, probably.
That's cool. But the backup stories...
It's the same reason for the Wolverine Deadpool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, anytime any character teams up with Deadpool, they could just get away with the most horrific violence with it.
Yeah.
But the 2 backup stories they announced are so much more interesting to me. Daredevil Green Arrow, written by Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Because Kevin Smith wrote both Daredevil and Green Arrow.
Uh-huh.
So that one I'm really interested in. And Captain America Wonder Woman. I think that's an interesting matchup. I like that though.
Yeah.
None of them are like the combinations I would choose.
Why? Just because they're not like similar?
Like I feel like I've heard people be like, they should do a Daredevil Nightwing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I feel like that
But like, just because they're similar characters.
I guess so. Yeah.
You know?
Like, is Superman and Silver Surfer really that similar? No, but they have maybe similarities, or they would work well together.
Who would be the Marvel Superman?
Well, currently, I don't know. I would say they should do Sentry, but Sentry's dead. They could do
Bring
Blue
him back.
Marvel. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, some of these are out of continuity. Some of them are, I guess, in continuity. Like, Superman and Spider-Man cross over a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, are they like in the same continuity with each other? Do they remember their first encounters? And I think for some of them they do. Like Batman and Punisher cross over twice. But the first time they cross over, it's not Bruce Wayne Batman. It's Azrael Batman from Nightfall.
Okay.
And then the second crossover is Bruce Wayne. And Punisher's like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? I remember you being cooler last time. And Bruce Wayne's like, fuck you.
I didn't know they did a crossover with them.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I only read the Bruce Wayne Punisher crossover. That one was cool. They did Batman Daredevil. They did Batman Spider-Man, Batman Hulk.
Do you think in the in the Deadpool Batman crossover,
Mhm.
Deadpool will look at the reader with his hands on his face and go, "Whoa, it's a Batman crossover" or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm ready. It's gonna be annoying. I just know it. But I think Dan Moore is drawing it, so I'm gonna
You know
read
what's
it.
crazy? I don't think I've read a Deadpool comic or seen one. Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have. Maybe.
I have an omnibus of his original series. When Deadpool first kind of came out, he was a lot different.
Yeah.
He was less annoying. He didn't break the fourth wall until probably later in the 90s. When he first showed up in X-Force, he was just like stone cold killer. And then they were like, let's just make him a fool. And a parody of Deathstroke,
Huh.
which is
I
fun.
thought that's
but-
what it was supposed to be.
Well, it was
always.
always a parody of Deathstroke.
Yeah,
But then they really went crazy with it.
I see.
You know?
Yeah.
Because people think of like Deadpool being that character that breaks the fourth wall. And he is. But he wasn't like the first in Marvel to do that.
Right.
That was She-Hulk.
Well, Spider-Man did too, right? At least a little bit.
Probably, but not in a way like, fuck you, reader. You know, like.
No, it was more like drink your milk, kids, or something.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in the actual pages of the comic, but there were probably ads for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember an
I guess
ad.
so. Yeah.
I've definitely seen ads of like Spider-Man like got milk, you know, and he has like the milk mustache on his mask.
Yeah.
Clever. But I'm excited.
It's funny because spiders don't even drink milk,
I know. I'm excited
but
for
men do.
I'm excited for the idea of new crossovers.
Yeah.
I think that's every nerd's dream. Just seeing more of these two companies crossing over, even if it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really need to make sense.
Do you wish it was more of like the lesser seen characters to cross over, or do you like that it's the popular ones?
You see a Doom Patrol X-Men crossover.
That would be
cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Except again, it's like you're just crossing over things because they're similar.
Yeah.
You know,
You got to
Which,
shake
like,
it up a little bit.
to a certain extent is cool, but then it's like where do you go with it?
I think like if well again this is because they're kind of similar. I would like to see Hulk and Doomsday fight. You know,
But see, yeah, I get that though, because it's like you want to see who would win.
yeah,
You know,
like that can just be a small element in a book. It doesn't have to be the whole series.
Yeah.
you know. But I think they should do a second Green Lantern Silver Surfer. Because a lot of things have happened in between for the two characters. It'd be interesting to see Kyle and Silver Surfer team up again.
yeah. Again, it seems like a very natural pair.
Yeah. How do you feel about Thanos in this? I feel like we haven't really talked about a classic.
He's fine. He doesn't really do much. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah. I mean, he really just shows up, fools Green Lantern, harnesses his power to
Is
destroy.
that his thing though? He's just like, is he like typically like a trickster character?
Sure. Anything he can do to like harness power to destroy the universe to please the woman that doesn't give a shit about him.
I didn't realize that his eyes are just like black or even non-existent.
Yeah. I've never seen Daryl Banks draw Thanos before.
He looks
but
cool.
I really like it.
It looks really cool.
It looks
It's
great.
very like skeletal.
Yeah. Like his chin.
Yeah.
Looks very good. All the art looks very good.
And Doug Jones looks great in this book.
Doug Jones. Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
like the
Good
thing.
way to tie it in.
Yeah.
I should have did Superman Fantastic Four. But I wanted to talk about Green Lantern.
Is that in here?
It is. It's one of the later books. There's a Batman Captain America.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's out of continuity. I think that one takes place during World War II. So the Red Skull's in it.
The Red Skull and the Joker together.
Yeah. There's, I think, Batman, Spider-Man, and Joker and Carnage team up.
Oh,
I think.
Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin's in that one there. Yeah, I think that's a Superman Fantastic Four one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll do that. Is Cyborg Superman in that one too?
It looks like it, yeah.
Dude just pops up all the time.
He's just the crossover king, it seems.
He must be.
How strong do you think the Thing should be? Because sometimes it seems like he's extremely strong, like Hulk level strength.
Yeah.
And other times it seems like he's only like moderately stronger than most.
I don't know. I mean, he's made of rocks, but also cosmic rocks. So,
Right.
like, I'd imagine stronger than a regular Earth rock.
If he exercises, can he get bigger?
I've seen the thing lift weights.
But I think
don't-
if he can
I don't
shave,
know.
he could get bigger.
Yeah, but also, did you know that he's like immortal?
No,
Well,
like from age.
yeah, like because rocks take a long time to erode.
Right.
So it was Jonathan Hickman who did a story like thousands of years in the future, and the Ben Grimm is still alive. He's like old, and it's really sad because everyone else is dead. You know,
If
But-
you place him in a stream for 1 billion years, he loses like 1 inch.
yeah. But it was a fun time reading through a lot of these. I'd love to do other ones. There's definitely other ones that are longer than the Silver Surfer Green Lantern. And there's definitely other ones that are way more silly and crazy than that one. That one, you know, when I read it, I was like, this is actually pretty good. Like, it's like more level-headed than I expected. I thought it
Yeah.
would be like batshit.
Well, I feel
Nuts.
like if anyone's going to cross over, the Fantastic Four makes a lot of sense since they're always jumping through universes.
Yeah.
So it seems fairly natural. And they also have like the biggest bad of all of
Yeah,
Marvel.
Doctor Doom.
Well,
Or Galactus.
I was thinking Galactus,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
also, yeah.
They did Darkseid versus Galactus.
Hmm.
That one's probably interesting. I haven't read that one.
Why would they even fight?
Galactus is probably going to eat Darkseid's planet, and
Okay.
Darkseid's a dickhead.
Fair, yeah. Well, I don't.
I mean,
think
it's
you're
understandable.
a dickhead for defending
No,
your
no, no.
planet, but
Yeah. You know, Ron Mars, he wrote the story we just talked about in Green Lantern and Silver Surfer, and he wrote the afterword in this omnibus.
Uh-huh.
And I was reading it a little bit because I don't know a lot about Ron Mars. You know where he's from?
where?
Kingston, New York.
No way.
Dude, he was writing about how when he was a kid he loved comics, and then when he was a teenager he stopped reading comics until one day he was in the Hudson Valley Mall in Kingston, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's right here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
He's just like us.
he's just like us.
So, what would you give these crossovers? Do you recommend
them?
them, or
I-
is it more of a novelty?
I definitely recommend them. They're definitely novelty-ish. It's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
You know, and for that, I think it's great. If you can get your hands on the omnibus, definitely do it. As for the Green Lantern Silver Surfer, I think it's solid. I think it's fun. It's short and sweet. It's not anything groundbreaking.
Would you pick it out,
I would.
or is it
Just because
okay.
I like Green Lantern
Right,
and Silver
yeah,
Surfer a lot.
yeah.
Like, if you love those characters, 100% read it. If you like those characters, still give it a read. If you don't give a shit, then I don't know what you're doing. Just don't even look at it. But if you can get your hands on the omnibus, I suggest you do, because it's great just having them all in
That
one
is
book.
the thing about this book, though, or this omnibus, is that it's made for the fans.
Yeah.
Which you touched on earlier, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like no person who doesn't give a shit about either of these properties is gonna get this book.
Yeah, you're not even going to look at it.
Yeah.
You know? Out of all the Green Lanterns that you know of, who's your favorite, if you have one?
Of like the main ones, or
Yeah, like Hal, Kyle, John, or
I think
Guy.
Guy Gardner is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner actually was one that I saw the most when I was a kid,
Yeah.
because I had like comics with him, and I thought he looked stupid, which really turned me off to Green Lantern as a concept.
Yeah. He is the stupidest looking Green Lantern. Yeah, you gave me your old binder with comics. There is a cover of Guy Gardner and Nort,
Yes,
the dog Green
that's
Lantern man.
one that I remember
Yeah.
as Green Lantern. Like when you say Green Lantern, that's what pops into my head.
Yeah. You know, I have such a crazy story.
Yeah.
I mean, not like a crazy story, but I love to hate Guy Gardner. And I think that's why he's still around. You know, he's not supposed to be anybody's favorite Green Lantern. He's purposefully an idiot, you know? And a couple years ago, not to get all depressing and edgelord, but
Go for
a
it.
couple years ago, I was not in the best place in life. You know, I was going through it at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I guess probably a big reason we stopped doing the podcast is because I just kind of fell out of love with comics at the time.
Yeah.
I just, you know, things that were going on in my life, I didn't care about going to the store and picking up comics. And for like months, I hadn't read anything. And I spent a lot of time, you know, hanging out with you and Brandon. And one day, me and Brandon were in New Paltz doing something. I think we were getting coffee. Me and Brandon used to go on like fun little dates with each other. It's so silly. But we were in New Paltz and we went to the comic book store. And he was like, "You want to go to the comic book store?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." You know?
Yeah.
I didn't care. And we go in, I'm looking around, I'm like, there's nothing here that I care about at all. And I'm walking through and I see the single issues, the back issues. And there's the Green Lantern section. And I just look over and I see the first issue to a Guy Gardner limited series. And I see it and I'm like, no fucking way. But I know that there's 3 issues. And I was like, no way they're going to have all of them. They had all of them. I found issue 1. I'm like, no way. I found issue 2. I'm like, oh my God. I found issue 3 and I bought them. All 3 issues were like less than $5 together.
Uh-huh.
I got them. I got home. I read it. It was so horrible and so brain dead stupid that it rejuvenated my love for comics.
Really?
It is such a weird book.
How could it be so silly? So stupid?
Because it's Guy Gardner, and maybe one day we'll talk about it because it would just be a fun, silly episode. But Guy Gardner is at a low point in his life. He's no longer a Green Lantern. He's still fighting crime in the costume, but with no ring. The Guardians kicked him out. This whole story is him like recounting the events to a prostitute. Like he teams up with Nort in a fire hydrant shaped ship. He teams up with Lobo to steal Sinestro's yellow ring. Like it's just such a crazy. He gets rid of the Green Lantern costume and becomes like, he calls himself the Gardener. And it's like the Punisher. He just uses guns. And he's like, the weeds
really?
need to be ripped out. Like, it's so stupid.
That sounds unironically good, though.
It is so... You know what? We'll definitely talk about it one day.
We have to.
Maybe... Because I want to talk about the Jeff Johns run of Green Lantern. Before we do that, maybe we'll talk about each. We talked about Hal. Now we got a little Kyle in there. We'll do Guy Gardner, and I'll find a John Stewart series, and then we'll do the rebirth of Green Lantern.
We should, yeah.
Because I love Green Lantern. He's like that character, or they are that character that I never realized how much I enjoy them. But I think because there is so many of them, and they're like a core.
Yeah.
You know, there's just, it's like an army of cool guys. You know, it's just cool.
You know what? I have a book that you would love.
Really?
It's called G.I. Joe. It's like a core of cool guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which one is Joe?
The main one.
Oh, good. But yeah, that
and it reignited your love for comics.
it did. Because I think at that point in my life, everything was just like, I was so full of it. I was like taking everything too seriously. So then when I read this, I was like, oh yeah, nothing serious. Like sometimes it doesn't take a Watchmen or a Dark Knight Returns or like a monumental book, but something that's like stupid that kind of brings you to reality. And it's like, I'm taking everything way too seriously, and I turn my back on comics and something that I love that brings me joy.
Yeah.
So like I started going back to the comic book store like every week.
That's
because
beautiful.
of fucking Guy Gardner. How embarrassing.
And yet you don't even have an action figure of him.
I do. I just got one.
Oh shit. Okay.
I do, dude. He's
That's
awesome. He came with different hairs. like different hair
Shut up,
pieces
no.
and different faces. He's awesome, dude.
Do you have a Nort?
No, I don't think they made him.
They definitely did somewhere.
Yeah, probably
I'll
like
find it for you.
Yeah, an old 1985 fucking DC Super Friends action figure. Dude, let's look on eBay.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Off the Shelf Podcast, the book club podcast where we take books off any shelf and talk about them. My name is Josh.
My name is Vinny.
Join us next time when you can listen to the first half for free, and then you got to pay premium prices for the rest.